moving to binary file. Okay, so before binary file we will see one module, that is a import system module. Okay, sys, you see here system module. So why this module we are using means, without using input and print statements, we can read the data and print the output in the screen. Okay, so input function everyone know, this is used to get the data from the user, and the print function is used to display the output in the screen. Students, everyone remember these two functions? So every program we are using these two. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So without using this, we can use this standard in and standard out for getting input and output. Okay, std in, std out. Okay, and stderr, that is another function that is used to display the error message. Okay, if your program contains any error, that will display an error in the output screen. Okay, understood?
Yes.
Yes. So actually how it working means we will see by the example program. Okay, kindly listen and note down all the things. Students, kindly take your note and note down everything. I will display everything in the screen. Students, don't waste the time because we are having very less amount of time today, right? Is the screen visible
No, sir.
now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So std in for getting the input from the keyboard. Okay, to display output in the monitor. Okay, kindly note down that is the definition. And every time they will ask some program kind, what is the usage of std in, std out, or what are the functions used in the module. Okay, they will ask like this. So kindly remember these functions: std in, std out, and stderr. Okay, for displaying error message. Okay, so this is the program. So I will explain you line by line. So kindly understand, listen. Okay, the first line you see we are importing the module import sys. Then next line we are using std in to read the data. Okay, so actually we are reading one line of information. Okay, whatever you are typing, and it will get into the variable a. Okay, we are actually not using input function, students. We are using std in. Okay, then through std out we are writing those data into the variable, that is whatever we present in the a, that is we are writing in the monitor. Okay, so if you type anything it will display immediately. And again they want to read the data. Actually they are specifying the characters, how many characters we are going to uh, read, means how many characters we need to give the input. Suppose they are mentioning only 5. If you give any characters more than 5 means it actually reads only 5, and that will be in the queued for next read statement. Okay, suppose see immediately they are reading the data, so those 5 characters are displayed in the output. And here if you given 8 characters, okay, first it takes only 5, next time it will take the remaining 3. Okay, without giving the input it automatically these remaining 3 characters on the queue. So those 3 characters are read here. Okay, understood? Everyone? Suppose if there is any other error message, you can print through this error. Okay, so error messages we can print by the help of std error in the output screen. Okay, this is a custom error message. You can print whatever you need. Okay, so I will execute this program. Kindly listen. See, it executed and it requires an input. Okay, I'm going to give the input Python programming. Listen the output screen, students. Python programming. Okay, this is the input I typed now. Okay, so after clicking that, immediately it displaying the output. All the characters it displaying in the output. Okay, then after that again I'm reading the data, but by mentioning the five, it will read only the five characters. Okay, uh, whatever you are giving the length, it will actually read only the five characters. Okay, again I'm using Python programming. Okay, so see, it will reads only five characters, not everything. Okay, so only five characters it will read and display in the output screen. See here, it displays totally 10 characters. Okay, so the say first five characters are PYTHO. Okay, this is the first five characters for this write function. Okay, write age. This one reads only first five. Then the next five will be queued next five character. Okay, that is the next five. You see, one, two, three, four, five. Okay, next five. So totally we are displaying 10 characters through two statements. Okay, read five. First read five. Second read five. But we given all the content in the first itself. Understood, everyone? Students, respond me.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So kindly note down this program, everyone. Standard input, standard output, and standard error. Students, everyone noted? Students, everyone noted or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So still you are having doubts means I will tell you the first it reads the data as a line. Okay, whatever you are given, that will be entirely uh, given input to the a variable, and that will be displayed in the output. Okay, but the next one we are using only read function and specifying the character. So whatever the character you are giving, okay, but it will read only the five characters. So this a takes only five, that is only pytho. Okay, that will be displayed in the output screen, and again we are using the same function to read next five characters. Next five, the continuous five, because we already given lot of characters, so that remaining thing will be in the queue. It is not taking from the keyboard because already available in the queue, right? So it will process everything, then only it will require input from the user. Okay, so you have to specify these characters. Okay, so suppose if I am changing here, here I am changing 8, and here I am changing 6. Okay, so again I'm going to execute the same program and giving the same input. You will see the different output. Okay, so kindly listen. Python programming. Again I'm giving the same to show you the difference. See, the first time it is displaying everything because we used a read line to read entire data. Okay, so again the next read read function requires the data Python programming. I'm giving as an input. See, totally it's going to display 14 characters. Okay, 8 plus 6, 14. Okay, but it's showing immediately. That is what we are having two messages. Okay, otherwise I will show you this custom message before to show you difference. Okay, so after this I will show you that. See here, the previously we saw Python Pro. Okay, but now you see Python program. So first six characters means this one. First six. Then next eight characters. See from the space it will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So next eight characters will be displayed for the this one under write operation. Students, everyone understood? Standard input, output, and error message. We without using any input function or print function, we can display these things. Understood, students? So the next one, students reading and writing in a binary file. Actually, we saw already what is a binary file. Binary file means it can store any kind of data. That is a image data, video, audio, text, any kind of data. We can store it in a binary file. So in this program, we are going to show you how to read and how to write in the binary file. Okay, so actually we cannot display this binary file after creation. Okay, it requires a separate application to open the program, open the file. Okay, so we are not at all going to open manually. Okay, we will access this file through only the program. Okay, reading the data or displaying the output by using write. Okay, write, read, everything will be through only the program. Okay, we are not at all going to use manual opening. Okay, understood, students? Students, respond me.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. So see, first program binary binary file. Yes, this one. So this file I will show you. So actually, this file, the same location I'm going to create this file. So I not at all mentioned any location. Okay, so users Suresh folder is there. I created the file called byfile.dat. Okay, already I executed this program, so it created. So now I want to delete this. Students, I am deleting byfile.this. See here, deleting. I am deleting this file. Okay, so we cannot open that file without any application. Okay, so what I am going to write means I am going to write this data text using variable Python programming CS083. Okay, so I am going to encode the data and after that the encoded data will be written in the file. Okay, so binary file is the object. So by using that binary file object, I am going to write the encoded data. For encoding, I am using this kind of conversion encoding scheme. UTF-8. This thing we already discussed in the 11th standard first unit. ASCII codes, Unicodes, UTF-8, UTF-16, UTF-32. So if you remember means you will understand what is happening. Okay, so actually this text will be converted into binary format. Okay, that is happening here. Then seek function everyone know. Why I used a seek function means actually we are writing the data. Okay, writing the data means it will be written in the file and the file pointer will be at the end of the file. Okay, so I am using seek 0 to move this file pointer to the beginning of the file. Okay, why I am moving? Because the next step I want to read the data. Okay, after writing I want to read the data into the output screen so that I seeking and displaying the data, that is a binary format. Actually first without because we did a encoding for converting text to binary format. Okay, so we used exactly this one. So if you need to show you the original text means you have to decode. Okay, that is the opposite side. You have to do the decode using the same scheme. Okay, encoding, decoding. Okay, so after that only it will display the original data. Okay, so I will show you. I am going to execute this immediately. It will going to show everything. It will create a file here and write the data and get the data from the file and display in the screen. So see here. First, the print statement, it displays the binary format of data. B, you can see the difference here. B Python programming CS03. This is in the binary format. Then decoded data, that is the original data Python programming CS03. Okay, this is the text format. This is in binary format. Okay, so actually it showing us as a understandable format, but it's showing, sorry, it is saving in the system in the format of binary. Okay, so this is how we can write and read the data. Same kind of text file handling, write function and read function to read the data. Okay, students understood? So without decoding, definitely it will show as a binary format. Binary, that is the thing. It will show. Uh, then the next program. So kindly refer that file. Okay, so that already I shared material is there with you. So the next program is, I will show you the details first. So for binary file handling, we should use the pickle module. Okay, instead of write and read, we should use pickle module functions like dump and load. Okay, so dump is a write function. Okay, so students kindly note down. For a write function, we are using dump. Okay, instead of write, we are going to use dump in the binary files, and instead of read, we are going to use load. Okay, students understood? Two functions we are going to use. Why we are going for pickle module means, for binary files there may be a loss of data because we are having different kind of data types we are going to use in the files, like a string, list, dictionary, integer, any kind of data we can store it in a binary file. So it requires a pickle module. Otherwise it will show an error and you are not able to write the content in the binary file. Okay, so whenever you are processing binary file, kindly use this pickle module, and instead of write you have to use pickle.dump. Okay, dump means we are writing the data. Load means reading the data from the file. Okay, understood everyone? Students understood? Girls, boys, anyone respond me? Whether you are
Yes,
listening
sir.
or not?
Yes, sir.
Why you today not at all getting a response from you? I think evening class is better than this one. Students kindly note down. This is very important. Write and read functions. Okay, then we will see read and write operation in the binary file with the help of pickle module. Okay, so the same function we are going to see using the pickle module, how to write and how to read the data. Okay, so this is the program. See the size of the program. Don't think this is the biggest program. Don't think like that. So actually this is very simple. See here, these 4 lines we are given input. Okay, we are assigning these four types of data type. That is the first one, integer, then string, list, then dictionary. Okay, 4 data we are assigning, and 4 things are written in the file using dump. Okay, how to write in the binary file means, by using dump, you have to specify the variable first, then the file name, which file you have to use for writing. Okay, I am using my integer, that is 42 is the value. Here we are going to write in the file a.bin. Okay, so I already told you, binary file format there is no particular extension, they will use any kind of extensions. Okay, The same program I used here, students kindly understand. Import pickle. I'm opening the file name abc.bin in the write mode. Okay, write binary. Okay, so I'm using four kinds of data types: integer, string, list, and a dictionary. Okay, again, I'm using four statements to dump the data. That is writing the data into the file. Okay, so you can use this kind of variable. Otherwise, you can directly specify the value. Okay, so my integer means it will refer here. Otherwise, you can directly include 42 here. Understood, students? You can directly use 42 here. Otherwise, you can use the other variables name. Understood, Pa? So after writing this, we have to close the file. Okay, this already I told you, every operation completed means you have to close the file. Then again we are opening the file in the read mode to read all the content. Okay, by using load function, input file. Okay, just to specify the input file, actually it will read one by one. First input file we are loading means it will get the first data, that is my integer data. So I'm using another variable to get the data. So every time we are using and using the different variable. My I means integer, string, list, dictionary. Okay, so after getting everything, I am going to display all the things and closing the file. Okay, this is the thing I am going to use. So see, I am going to execute this program. Listen, this is a binary program using pickle module. Okay, pickle module is used for binary file handling. Okay, so reading the data already, writing the data happened inside. It is not going to display anything. After reading only, it will display all the output in the screen. Okay, so see here, we are displaying all the inputs. Students understood? Pickle module. Students understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So kindly note down these programs. What happened to girls? Girls also not responding nowadays. What Rafida, Shivavarshini, Shobika, Prabha, lot of students are there. Students kindly respond. Boys, Bala Sunil, Chiradeep, everyone understood or not? So to understand clearly, students, definitely you have to practice. Okay, so do the practice. You at least change these things. Okay, so you try to give only two inputs and dump those two things. Okay, instead of write, we are using dump function, and instead of read, we are using load function. Okay, because we are handling binary files. Okay, so if you use this load function and dump function without this pickle module means definitely it will show an error. Okay, so see, I'm going to make it as a comment. See, I made as a comment. Now if I execute means it will show an error. See, name error, name pickle is not defined. Okay, so pickle is a module we have to import in our program. Okay, so whenever you are processing binary files, don't forget this pickle module. Okay, if you are using read and write function means no need of pickle module. Dump and load means you have to use pickle module because we are processing different kind of data types. Students understood? Shall we go for next one? Students?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So the
Yes,
next
sir.
one, iteration method. Okay, iteration method of reading the data. Okay, writing same, this program is same up to this, but reading only different. Okay, from this reading the data, not by this method. Okay, so every, if you are given is a loop means every time it will read the data one by one. Okay, first time it will read the first line of information. That is first line we given as a integer, second line string, like this. So we are just made a changes in this read function. Okay, see, in while true means if the file is true means that is a, if you're handling the file from the starting means this will be true up to the last character. Okay, when it reaches the end of file means then it will be changed to false. Okay, so until it is true it going to get the data. Okay, so we are setting the condition like this: while true it will load the information from the file. Okay, when it gets the error, what is the error? EOF error. EOF error means end of file error. Okay, kindly everyone note down. EOF means end of file. End of file means we reached the end of the file. Okay, there after that there is no need to read the data. So it will understood, students? Students understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So kindly note down this is the program, and definitely you should use while loop only. Okay, we can't use for loop here because for loop we can specify the values, but while loop we can set true conditions. Okay, like this. So here the same program it will read one by one, and the same output will come. Okay, so I will show the program also. So kindly go through this material and uh, execute. Okay, practice some programs. Where is the program? Yes. So see here, we already given the data inside. Okay, it already loaded in the file. We already have three datas. Okay, here I'm using only uh, the load that is reading the data program. Okay, so using that I'm going to read one by one. Okay, actually this is another program, but this is the same coding. While true, we are getting the data from by using the load function, and when it triggers the error, this will give you the break. Break means this will stop the loop. Okay, the it will come out of the while loop and closes the program. Okay, so see here. So this is a program I already given. Okay, the same program. Okay, so by using while condition we have to process the file to read all the data. Okay, so kindly use this method for iteration. Okay, then the next one, binary file, insert or appending the data, inserting record. Okay, record, why they are saying as record means, so every time it will be treated as a data. Okay, so any particular data you need to enter means like roll number, name, mark for the first student. Again the next one, roll number, name, mark, like this. So this particular thing is a record. Okay, this we already saw in the SQL. Okay, so how to insert the record means, so see the same kind of data you can store as a normal strings, but after that we are creating a dictionary. Okay, creating a dictionary like roll number, the roll number you are entered in the input. Okay, here we have to specify. Then name is the key, and here the given value will be entered here. Then mark key, then here. Okay, like this we are getting lot of datas, and those datas are dumped into the file. Okay, student.dat is the file. We are going to dump the data. Okay, so what is the variable we need to dump and which file? Okay, f is the file name we have to specify, so you can specify here. So this is a program for inserting or appending record in a binary file. Okay, so after inserting, definitely we should read the data. So this is a program I used here. Okay, so inserting or appending the data. So first we will execute that insert program, and then we will see everything one by one. So this is the program insert and reading the data in the same program, inserting and reading the content. Okay, but initially we are opening in the append mode. Actually, already I given some data into the file. Okay, so this is what I showed in the output student.dat. You can see the output students. Uh, that is output. If I execute means it will display, right. So these data already I given. Okay, one student data, 12, roll number 12, name Saranjeevi, mark 88. Okay, so now I'm going to add another data. See, inserting, we are going to insert another data into the same file because we used append. Appending means it will keep the existing data and add the new data. Okay, so I'm going to execute. It requires the roll number. Okay, so I give you 15, name Manoj, mark 64. Okay, this is the data I given, and immediately it completed this insertion operation and going for the reading the data. It reads all the information from the file through while loop. Okay, it getting all the information. When it reaches the end of file, then only it will give the break. Otherwise, it will read all the data. So previously we had this data, roll number 12, name Saranjeevi, mark 88. But now we inserted one more record, name number 15, roll name Manoj, mark 64. Okay, understood, students, how to insert and read the data from the binary file. Students, very simple pa. Okay, don't confuse. You have to create a dictionary, and we are just opening the file and dump is used to write the content into the file. Okay, so only 3 4 lines enough for the program. Okay, then reading the data through the while loop. Okay, so we have to read all the datas. Okay, so we have to use in the looping function to read one by one. Okay, until it is true, it going to read the datas and display like this. Okay, understood everyone? Students, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so the next one is searching the record. Okay, so if already file is there, if you want to search any roll number, okay, I need to see any data by using the roll number means we can use that program. Okay, see here how to search. Okay, so we can give any keyword. Okay, I used my program roll number. Okay, I used roll number to search the data. See how to search the data, nothing. So what roll number you want to enter means I am getting as a input, and in the while condition same the reading program we have to do here, but I included one condition. If that record of roll number equal to the r means that we are given the roll number, no, that input we have to give here. If it's satisfied means then that particular record only it will show. Okay, for example, so here we have two datas. Now I'm going to give the keyword, any one keyword. Okay, we will check. Suppose if your given roll number is not present in the file means it will show no records found. Okay, understood? Students, understood pa? I will execute, kindly listen. I don't know why you people are not responding. So first I will give roll number 12. Okay, I'm going to enter the roll number 12. So it immediately showing the records. Roll number 12, name Chiranjeevi, mark 88. Okay. So again I'm going to execute and give the roll number which is not present in the file, like 22. I'm giving 22. That is not present. So it will show the output like no records found. Okay. So actually we are searching the data in the binary file using this coding. Okay, in the exam students they will ask like these keywords. Write a program to search this data in the binary file. Okay, so definitely you have to give this coding. This is very important, and kindly understand the indentation. Indentation is very important. This is not like a designing. Okay, so without indentation, so definitely this program won't work. Kindly understand. Okay. For example, I will say you. So if I give not giving this indentation here, okay, I just removed that indentation here and will try. See here, it will show an error, unexpected, unindent. Okay, so we have to give space here. Okay, students understood? Students, everyone understood or not? Okay. So then the next two programs, update and delete a record. I will show the program, and the same program I am using here. Okay, the same program I am using here. So kindly create a program and practice yourself updating and deleting. Updating means, for example, here I used enter correct marks. Okay, for example, for the roll number 12, I want to change the some mark means you can use this method. Okay, if it's satisfied with this particular roll number means we are changing the new mark and writing the data. And deleting the record means again by using the same roll number, I am going to delete it. How to delete means, so except that roll number, I want to dump the data in the another file. Okay, I am creating, I already told you in the previous one, modification will be done in the temporary files. Okay, so if it's satisfied with a particular roll number, means we don't need that roll number and the data. So I'm not actually going to delete it, but I'm going to write the remaining data into the temporary file. Okay, that is the thing happening here. So that's it about binary file also. So kindly students practice it, these programs, then only you people will understand what is binary file and these related operations. Okay, understood everyone? Students, everyone understood or not?